Geez, I finally made it. Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yes, it's Wednesday, the 27th. It's rained most of the day. And it almost feels like, the beginning of the show. It's not though, is it? Just getting started. Wonder if I could sing one today. It won't be great. Sitting down in this noisy chair. I have to get me a stool or something. Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say it'll rain sunny day. I know, shining down like water. And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Yesterday and days before, yeah, it's cold and rain is hot. I know it's been that way for all my time. You're forever on the go, through the circle fast and slow. I know, and it can't stop, I wonder. But I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Yeah, I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Man, the past 20 years I've started probably about 10,000 performances with that song. It's a warm-up. It always told people that we're not here to play heavy metal, at least right off the rip. Everybody loves CCR, man. So, I'm going to take and I'm going to show you a little bit of the chording procedures to this song. It's mostly open chords, so for you guys that are really wanting to learn shred stuff, today's probably not a great day. But with this, we're going to go in depth again, where you're playing a C chord. And you got an open pinky right here. So when you go into the second verse, if you're singing, you're going to play it. You're holding your pinky there, basically on the G note of the E string. And then of course you got your C note right here, and you're bouncing back and forth with your third finger. This is the little Nazi stuff, guys. I mean, if open chords are boring, then make them difficult. Because anybody can go. Now you sing that and you do that, and that's why Matt sounds like Matt, because this is what I'm doing. You don't have to hit it every time if you're not ready for it when you go in, but usually by the time you played your first verse and done your first chorus, everything's breathing, right? So you're trying to kind of influence these people a little bit more by sounding even fresher on the second verse. Mark, when he played, he would always go, pow, pow. So you'd always try to go. That's probably the hardest part, and it's really hard to either make signature like he did or even signature it like you would do. It's like, so you're playing a C chord and you're going, this is a lot of, you're starting on the B, right, but you're playing the C, and it's like 1-0. But then you got to take that same finger and go to your G and play 2-0. Kind of sounds like the Golden Girls too, right? Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Here we go. And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, it would be a gift for me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Don't ask me. Weird musical membranes going on up there, but that's another way to use it. And I think that's violins in that song on the TV. Golden Girls, yeah. And it's probably played in a different key, and we'll get into all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna give you a little tour today around the room because I put in a few things to where I can get my last three, which are my most used guitars, out and show you guys, and we'll pick stuff, more guitars, a couple more. This is all I got. I got one more left, and it's not really a player. It's an heirloom of sorts, but I couldn't even hardly tell you how I came to get it. I'd have to ask my wife. I think she somehow got it, and I played it for a little while. It's in really rough repair. It's got to get worked on, so it sits in its case, and I'm not going to even break it out, man, but maybe one day I'll get a little bit of extra cash flow and I'll show you the Penco. It's a 3/4 sized acoustic guitar, and it too, just like my Sigma, these Japanese makers were trying to make Martin killers as well. So it's like a mini Martin. Problem is the bridge has came loose from the top of the guitar, and I've tried to fix it. It is playable, but it's just not enjoyable. If I talk bad about any of these guitars, that one's on a level of about ×8. So I'm just gonna have to give up about $300-400. Tell the guy, do what you gotta do, and there might not be anything. It might just be a burial chamber. Because me and my wife, we done decided that's probably where we're gonna go. Yep. Just put us in there. I probably shouldn't even said nothing about that. Now the whole world knows how we plan on dealing with our remains. Cuckoo. Is it? A lot of people don't even have wills made out. If you're 40 and you don't know what's going to be dealt with of your stuff and you should at least write it down. It costs nothing to get it, sealed by somebody to where it's legit. Make it to where your kids don't fight over what's yours. Get it set up. And I'm telling myself this too. That way it's, the vlog thing. I'm telling myself because I'm 45 and haven't done it. I've got everything set up, on the insurances, but all the stuff that nobody wants, who knows? Just gonna have to deal with that as it comes along. So, I never ever start a song by singing, or I never start a video by just singing a song, hardly ever. So, the first two chords of that is, it's like a double strum, and then it's really hard to get those notes out and play them very loud and not make them sound either buzzy or like I just a little like you're, an acoustic player playing an electric. And it seems like as I get older, I tend to do it even more because I used to have an even, more consistent touch on the neck, and I used to didn't get lost in the fretboard like I do now. Just small inconsistencies. Nobody else notices, just me. So, I would like to do another song. We're, changing routes here. Maybe I'll have some tutorials too, but I've been working with this thing, and I did a couple things over the past week, but I just come up with another one, and I don't know all the words. I ain't got the words in front of me, but let me see if I can pull it off. Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. When it's time for leaving, I hope you understand that I was born a rambling man. My father was a gambler down in Georgia. He wound up on the wrong end of a gun. But I was born in the backseat of a Greyhound bus, rolling down Highway 41. But Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. But when it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand that I was born a rambling man. along. I really have to get a channel switcher to do stuff like that. The way I thought I had this set up, we're stuck on open chords today, guys. It's just raining, I guess. I don't know. So you're on the G chord right here, right? And you already kind of figured out how to play the G, I'm hoping, you know, somewhere along the way. So if you're playing your G, and you can go... The hardest part for you guys that are new is going to be bouncing from your G to your C. You know, one finger ditties, you know, these are easier to learn emo. You know, and this is a G, you know, you can go. The one Toby likes to do is in C. We got George, we got high kicks, blue-collared boys and rednecks. Got lots of rednecks. Heck, I'm even a redneck. I wasn't even born around here. That neat chord is a power chord, but who knows what that is. But you're leaving the middle chord out of the power. Out of the power. That's the chord. See if you can figure it out. I couldn't tell you what the terminology is. It's getting embarrassing, but I actually show more than I actually can tell. Play a little bit of it every day, right? I thought there would be a little more slide in, you know, Ramblin' Man, but I just wasn't hearing it. I heard that last little spot. By then, my ears were bleeding. I guess that's where the boss allows it things to control a little bit better than this one, but honestly, this whole thing, I probably, until I had this Marshall amp, I would never use the amp for distortion. Just never did. And here I am saying, for 20 years I said I don't like Marshall. Well, maybe I'm doing it for Larry, but I love Marshall. Folks really do kind of like it when you get a little out of whack. Like if you overbend something, people think you're going to lose it. And then I just did. But if the string don't break, people are pretty cool with that. Speaking of broke strings, I'm going to quit playing for this show, for at least for this thing. I got to keep these videos shorter. Either it's the rain or the internet or whatever. I make a video and it takes sometimes 36 hours. I'm getting footage out and I'm enjoying it. Oh, what is that? Oh, that was too soon, wasn't it? Wait. Oh, she's just a little shy around folks now. She's been repaired. My buddy, Mr. Ben Barnwell, he hit me up 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row, just looking for me to own this guitar. He said, "Look, this guitar is yours, dude. You just got to get it." And he's right. I really, really, really enjoy this guitar. I don't play it enough, but that's because, man, you've been playing one specific guitar most of your life. But this guitar sings just like I named it. It sings like a violin. If you hold a note, you got your gain set just right, this thing will just hold it and hold it. It'll sound just like you got a violin bow going across the strings. And there's no sustainiac or nothing on it. But, sad to say, we're going to have to do a video this week, another Floyd Rose video, and change the strings. So you guys are going to have to bear with me, because I'm not going to bore you by doing the same thing over and over again, even though changing strings is one of those things. Oh, that rhymed. Changing strings is one of those things. But the truth is, you can't play guitar without it. And I honestly don't think people understand how much more crap it is to have a Floyd. That's why you'll say, "How come you don't play that guitar or that guitar?" And you'll say, "Well, one string's broke on one and I hadn't changed it yet," which is the case with this one. Or, like, I've been playing the ESP, or the LTD, plays like an ESP to me. And it's supposed to be a drop D guitar, and we don't never do that. And I like my Floyd so much, it just ends up being like a third rounder. But there's lots more stuff to come. As a songwriter and guitar player on the solo, one might not use one of those enough. That's a capo. My story is I hate capos. I got blamed for stealing one time, right in my little hometown I grew up in, Moultrie. I've forgiven that person for actually, accusing me of that. Because for one, my mom and dad would have broke the bank for anything I asked from that store. And they actually did. And, it's all good and well, just sad. That's a ugly taste in your mouth. And knowing that was one of the best guitar stores we had, there was only about 3 in my growing period of playing guitar. Support your guitar stores. Parents, if you want your kid to learn how to play guitar, it costs maybe $200 to buy them a guitar and an amp. You can split that. You can buy the guitar. You can buy an acoustic guitar for about $100. You could buy them an electric for about $200 with an amp. With an amp. Usually these come with, strings and stuff. Go to your local guitar store and buy it. Please don't go, oh, I can get one on Amazon. Yeah, you can. Did you see my video about a week or 2 ago where the guitar was in pieces? Yeah, you did? Lie to me if you want. It really doesn't matter. It's your $200. Do not go to Amazon and just pick any old thing. If you're going to pick it yourself, then you're going to have to go on these millions of channels and do the ones that unbox and then come straight out of the box and play, because it doesn't work that way. Very few companies build a guitar that just comes to you ready to play. And that's even strange, man. You want it to be tuned up. Your kid don't know how to tune it. He don't know how to hear it. He don't know where to put his fingers. He don't even know how to put it down to where it don't get broke. Look, I've been doing this my whole life, right? I got all these guitars on stands. What did I do? I laid it right here where the neck could fall right off. I'm just proving a point, man. Support your local guitar stores, man. Go to String Theory Music in Adel. Travis Page could show you a lot. He could help your child learn how to play. And I mean well, too. It would take a little while, but he could really get them on the right track. Travis, love you, man. You and your brother, y'all make some of the best music in the world, let alone state. I can't believe you're from Georgia. On that note, there's some new stuff too. You guys, I'll see you tomorrow unless I just get a wild hair tonight and I'll do another one, but more likely not. It's Wednesday. I'm trying to get things done early. Worry about crashing out. Much love. Guitar Time out.